Hello and welcome. It's Monday the 9th of October. Now I'm going to give a tarot reading today, but as I mentioned yesterday, this is quite a milestone day for me because it's 1 year anniversary of me starting up this YouTube channel. So it's my channelversary, as Betsy put in the comments yesterday. I love that, Betsy. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, this time last year, I just started up this channel, and it was actually on the 9th of October was the full moon in Aries. So that was my very first reading. And I thought it'd be quite fun, actually, just as a collective, because I know that some of you have been here from the start, and that's wonderful. Thank you. And also what's been so amazing is how many people have joined along the way. Got nearly 400 subscribers in that year, and I'm really proud, and I'm so happy to have met you all. You're all around the world, and it's just really lovely. It's a wonderful connection. And yeah, I shall look forward to another year tuning in and connecting with you all. So I thought what would be fun as our tarot reading was to maybe cast your mind back to last October and where you were and what you was doing. And we're going to check in, and we're going to do, like, you know, card for a year ago, a card for now, and then I'm going to do an extra card for a year from now. So we'll see what the theme is going to be for our second channelversary next October. Now, I did just drop 2 cards, and normally I do pick them up, but because I'm doing 3 separate readings, I put them back. So was that cheating? I don't know. I didn't see what they were. So, right, okie doke. So, first card, second card, third card. What we got? Oh, that just sums it up beautifully, doesn't it? Look at this, the fall. So, yeah, I did feel a bit of a fall when I started this channel. I had no idea how to use the technology. And I did kind of feel like I was falling off a bit of a cliff. Maybe you did too. You know, perhaps there was that idea of just a complete new start and not knowing where it's going. Or maybe you just felt quite adventurous and thought, you know, I mean, obviously a full moon in Aries, which we had that a year ago today, they do bring out the fire in us to start something and to push ourselves. So, yeah, I kind of do get that this is pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. So maybe a year ago there was something that you were thinking about doing that maybe that was needed. And of course, I'm loving these beautiful butterflies because they kind of, it's like they're encouraging this girl to go, aren't they? Go on, jump, you'll be fine. Look at us, we're transformed, we're beautiful, we're fine. It's giving her that encouragement to push herself off. And what's really interesting about this particular fall card, you usually get an animal like a little dog or something nipping at the heels, trying to show that, you know, be alert to danger. But here we've just got the butterflies. And I think what I love about butterflies is, you know, obviously they go through that transformational stage, and it is gooey, horrible. You know, if you ever see a nature program of what a cocoon actually looks like, it's a messy old procedure, but they get so much out of it. I mean, they learn to fly, don't they? And I really do feel, if you look back over this year, there maybe has been some quite messy stuff that you've had to navigate yourself through. But do you feel lighter for it? Do you feel like you've reached a higher level of consciousness? Let's hope that you did. Okay, so our card for today is the 2 of Cups. And that's lovely. I was talking about the full moon. We haven't got a full moon today, but obviously a year ago it was the full moon in Aries. That's why I mentioned it. But I feel that this is bringing on connections. I feel whatever you did last year, now, you can see the benefit of it. Maybe you've got a more equal relationship in your life. Maybe you've found people that understand you. Or maybe you've just made peace with yourself. Maybe this is actually the 2 aspects of your life, your human side and your soul side. Maybe by really pushing yourself, you've come to understand yourself a bit more, and a little bit more loving and caring towards yourself. But I also feel this does stem to relationships. So have a look today, or have a think about what your relationships were like a year ago and what they're like now. Have they improved? Have they shifted? Are you able to communicate and let people know your emotional side without getting too emotional? You know, if you're upset about something, you can just shout at someone and just scream at them, or you can sit down and go, listen, this has upset me and I've thought about it and it's because of this. Can we discuss that? You're still upset, you know, you're still angry, but it's just how you deliver that message. So, you know, maybe there's some sort of meeting of minds and feelings and being a bit more respectful of each other in particular relationships. Now, that can be your partner. It could possibly mean that you've changed jobs and suddenly you're in a less toxic environment. It could be, you know, your children have grown up a year and maybe they were going through a bit of a difficult stage in their development, but now you've kind of got a better relationship with them. You know, there are sometimes when you're bringing up kids that there are particular years when you look back and think, oh, glad that one was over. I think year 9 was a bit of a low point for us, but we're all okay now. You know, so have a look at that, and it might even be with your parents. You might have grown-up parents, elderly parents. Of course, your parents are grown up. Elderly parents that you're needing to kind of reevaluate your relationship with. And of course, this might be love, you know, that might be finding somebody. That might have been what's happened in this year. You might be getting married. You might have proposed this year. I know one of you did, definitely. So yeah, there's all sorts of exciting things that have brought you from a year ago to now. And that's a lovely, lovely card for today. So what have we got for the following year? Well, we've got another major arcana card. We've got Judgment. Oh no, everyone says in universe. So I do feel now that this is like a 2-year cycle. We started with the 4 a year ago. We've all navigated through this year. We're on a better relationship level with people around us and ourselves. So that brings us to another cycle of our life, but with a different mindset and a different way to feel and communicate with people. So that, you know, that brings us to another level of learning. We've leveled up, obviously. And it brings us to the end of next year is going to be the end of another cycle. So, you know, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen in this year ahead. Everybody's different and it is a collective message. But I do feel this time next year, you're going to be having another big shift. It's going to be another movement. It might be, as is always the way with we had this message here before, didn't we, with these butterflies. It might not always be plain sailing. It might get a little bit messy. Might have that cocoon stage where it's all a bit yucky and you can't move on and you've got to figure stuff out. But what's going to happen again now is that you're going to get to another point where you've accepted stuff, you've realised things about yourself and your environment, and you'll be absolutely in a place where you're like, yep, I'm ready now to move on, to move up, to bring on something else, to let go of everything that I realise doesn't work for me. So this is a really big, big shift, okay? We've got the beautiful spirit beings here giving us guidance, and we've got obviously the angel blowing that trumpet. So it's going to be a real wake-up call. Okay, some people are frightened by the Judgment card, and I wouldn't start worrying about what's going to happen a year from now, because look back at last year, what was happening and what you've come through and what you've gained and what you've learned and all the wonderful positive things that are now in your life now. Or you might have cleared your mind and be very mindful that, right, this is what I want for the next year. And I know that means at the end of it, I'm going to be in a completely different place, and that's what I want. So have a look, make your vision board of what you want in a year from now to be rid of, because you want whatever it is. You might want a new career, you might be studying, you might You might want to move house. You might want to be getting married next year, and there's going to be a huge shift in your life in some way. So look at it as a positive. Look at it that, you know, in all the topsy-turvy world where we kind of go through our day-to-day, there is a divine plan. And this is, you know, new starts, endings, new starts, endings. We go around in cycles, and hopefully each cycle we level up and gain more knowledge about ourselves and the universe, and kind of get to that point where we're completely at peace. So I do feel that's what's in the offering for the next year. So that's quite exciting. And what's also exciting is that for the next year, I plan, hopefully, touch wood, to be here every day and give you messages. I might take a few weeks off though. I might have a few holidays along the way. But generally, I'm here every day. I have been for the last year. And as I say, universe willing, I will be for the year ahead for you. So thank you so much for your support over this last year. I have really appreciated it. It hasn't been the easiest of years for me. As some of you know, I started this channel just a few weeks after losing my sister. And yeah, I just kind of felt like I needed to do something to seize the moment, because, you know, we only get one life, don't we? So it's silly holding back and not doing stuff because you're afraid. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I found all you guys. And I will be back tomorrow with another reading for you. Don't forget, we've got the new moon or the solar eclipse coming up at the end of this week. So much more exciting stuff going on. Let's see what happens, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.